Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Today, the game is different.
I want to gamble. Gambling is a very serious business. Is that clear?
Welcome to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you here, deep from the swamps of Jersey. We got a great show coming up for you. You know, usually during the show, I get to interview some of the biggest newsmakers in the gaming and casino industries. But this week, I'm going to be joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry. Whether it be casinos, sports betting, iGaming, esports, the gaming industry is constantly changing, and Doug's going to pick a couple of the biggest stories that occur in the last month, and we're going to talk about them and see what they mean for the gaming industry. So when we come back, we're talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month. So stick around. We'll be right back with House of Cards. Hey, Dave Weischadle from House of Cards. I just got my Dugout mug delivered, and I am loving it. Dugout mugs are mugs made out of baseball bats, and they are officially licensed by Major League Baseball so you can get your favorite baseball team's logo on your mug. Just think of it, enjoying your favorite drink while watching your favorite baseball team with your team's logo on your mug made from a baseball bat. They can even make customized mugs. Check out the mug they made for House of Cards. I mean, just look at that. That looks awesome. I've never seen anything like them. If you go to dugoutmugs.com, you'll find out they even make more things than mugs. They have baseball board games, grilling equipment made from baseball bats. They even have a section for gifts for under $30. Head on over to dugoutmugs.com because if you're a baseball fan or need a gift for a baseball fan, you have to check out Dugout Mugs. And use our promo code PIKE at checkout to get 20% off your purchase price. That's promo code PIKE, P-I-K-E. Also, free shipping with orders over $99. You can't beat that. DugoutMugs.com. That's my go-to place if I need a gift for a baseball fan. Well, if you excuse me now, the game is about to go on, and the wind is just right for drinking. Hey, this is Dave Weischadle from House of Cards with your House of Cards gaming report for the week of October 27th, 2025. At this year's Global Gaming Expo in Las Vegas, Aristocrat Gaming unveiled Monopoly Big Board Bucks, the first slot title of the recently announced multi-year licensing partnership with Hasbro. With Monopoly Big Board Bucks, people will recognize elements like game tokens, houses and hotels, free parking, and will even display the famous game board itself. Monopoly Big Board Bucks is expected to arrive on casino floors in North America in early 2026. MGM Resorts International announced it is set to make the third lap of the Las Vegas Grand Prix Extra Special, with the MGM Zone making the Strip's west side into the ultimate Formula One playground. From November 20th to the 22nd, Aria Bellagio, the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas, and New York will feature fan zones hosted by Mercedes, Williams Racing, and MoneyGram Haas. And finally, if you want some family fun, head on over to the Plaza Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas for their Eldorado Days Rodeo. The Eldorado Days Rodeo will offer carnival rides and games, and then the Eldorado Days Rodeo will feature bull riding and everything else you can expect from a rodeo. And after the rodeo is done, you can stick around for the rodeo after party. Never been to a rodeo after party? Have any news or tips regarding casinos, gaming, or legislation? Send us an email at newsroom@houseofcardsradio.com and follow us on X at HOC Radio.
You're listening to the House of Cards.
Is that good? Do I want that?
Oh, yeah, you want that.
Well, fantastic then.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. House of Cards is brought to you by BetMGM Casino. Play your favorite casino games at BetMGM Online Casino. Go to BetMGM Casino, create an account using our promo code Turnpike, and become a verified player. New players get $25 free when signing up, plus a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. That's promo code Turnpike at BetMGM.com for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 free. Must be 21 years or older to place a bet. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. This week, I'm joined by the House of Cards executive producer, Doug Weischadle, and we're going to actually talk about some of the biggest news stories happening in the gaming and casino industry.
We're going out to Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, we're going directly to the MGM Grand in Las Vegas.
All right.
We have the MGM Grand unveiling a groundbreaking online platform. They're not calling it an online casino.
Okay.
It's an online gaming platform called Live from Vegas.
All right.
Now, as we all know, in Nevada, there are no online casinos. They have online poker and online sports betting, but no online casinos.
Now let me ask you something. Would this fall under the realm of sweepstakes casino, or is this completely out of the country? So you can.
This is international players only.
International players only. So no within the U.S. I guess Canada would be considered.
Well, that's international.
International.
It's a different country.
Okay.
But here we have Live from Vegas, which is on the floor of the MGM Grand.
Oh, so it's right in the floor.
It's right in the floor.
It's like a live dealer thing?
It's a lot of different things.
Oh, okay.
It's Live from Vegas enables thousands of players internationally to play games like blackjack, roulette, baccarat, and a betting version of Family Feud.
Oh, okay.
All from the floor of the MGM Grand in several different countries around the world.
Now, let me ask you something. You said this is for international audience. Now, can international audiences bet real money?
Yes, this is real money.
This is real money. Yeah. Okay.
So,
all right.
I mean, you're talking like UK, Brazil, Mexico, Canada is all included in all this, everything overseas. It's one of those situations where what MGM Grand is doing, and you actually talked about this locally here in Jersey, where you have the roulette table in Borgata.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure.
That is also online.
Okay.
And you see through the cameras the live roulette being played in Borgata.
Let me ask you about this since you brought that up. When I'm playing roulette in Borgata online, I play with other players who are on the floor.
Yes.
Now, is this the kind of thing
you're
talking? Wow, okay.
Well, see, that's a question mark because it doesn't say anything about people on the floor playing with these.
Okay.
It's basically an online-only platform, what they're saying.
Yeah,
it's a little different.
Yeah, I'm very surprised at that. I think it's a great idea. I love this whole concept.
It's also a way to get around the no online casino Nevada thing, too.
Well, let me... The whole... The people who don't want online casinos in their state always say it's cannibalization. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the cannibalization issue. You know, if you have online casinos, people don't go to the brick and mortar one. Mm-hmm. So, it affects jobs. And studies are out there, and I'm sure certain studies can tell you whatever you want to hear, but it's one of those things where this is for international players. Considering some of the tourist numbers in Las Vegas lately, and the big issue of a lot of tourists aren't going to Vegas, would the cannibalization issue be thrown out in this one? Hey, this is for international players. We don't want them playing online from a casino. We want them coming to Vegas and going into the casinos and walking through the door. I mean, has anyone brought that up? Or let me tell you, I love what MGM Grand is doing. I love the whole idea Live from Vegas. I think every state should have online casinos. So it's one of those things where I'm curious if people are up in arms about this.
Well, let's address each one of those points you just did.
Okay.
Because what MGM Resorts is doing...
I have a 7-part question.
Yes.
So, okay.
But here, MGM Resorts has created this to, number one, create new jobs, which they have.
Which is great.
They have a fresh revenue stream.
Yes, absolutely.
And they're attracting international tourists.
They are attracting.
Yes. They are increasing international tourism to the MGM Grand because when you're actually online for Live from Vegas, mm-hmm. and then MGM Resorts has pointed this out, when you're playing the Live from Vegas on this platform, not only are you getting the excitement or the experience of playing on a Las Vegas casino floor, you're actually seeing people walk around in the background. You're actually seeing the actual casino.
I said that when we talked about the Borgata roulette thing. I love hearing that. I love hearing
you
people.
Hear it, you see it.
Yeah. So.
And also you do interact with the dealers. Okay. I mean, they're talking back and forth. Now, when it comes to the revenue stream, this was the interesting point from MGM Resorts. This Live from Vegas attracts thousands of people playing the same game, so you're exponentially increasing revenue streams per table.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you get thousands of people playing this stuff.
Again, I think the same way with online casinos and live dealers and things like that. But I think this is a great idea. I think every casino should do this. Anyway. But I'm just wondering if there was any pushback by anyone, because, the big story over the last couple of months is the tourism numbers in Vegas are down. You want people walking through that door. Look, I mean, Nevada doesn't have a lottery because casinos are afraid it'll be in competition with people walking through the door. So I'm just curious if they got any pushback on this.
All I know is they're reporting increased international visitation.
Absolutely. Visitation to the actual casino?
Casino, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, the one great thing about online casinos and online poker and online whatever is, I mean, you get rewards points.
Yeah.
Where else you going to sit home and get rewards points? I tell people who are just don't do online poker, it's like, so you're going to drive 2 hours to a card room just to be put on a wait list and wait another hour and stuff like that. That's not exactly monetizing your time, especially when you're talking about getting rewards and getting the best bang for your buck every hour and your win rate per hour. So it's one of those things that, I love online casinos and I love online
Now to
poker.
your last point about the cannibalization, taking jobs away, this actually created new jobs.
That's great.
They had to train 90 new dealers specifically to handle the Live from Vegas platform. They've actually increased security for the dealers as well because they have them using stage names.
Okay.
They train them how to interact with customers.
Do you have to join the union, the actors union?
That's an interesting question.
Do you have to do SAG? Because
they may have to. They may have to, depending on where this falls under with the SAG.
We have live dealers here in New Jersey.
Yep.
And and they actually call them game shows or whatever they call it.
Hosts.
Well,
yeah.
but the thing,
game shows, and they call them hosts. They don't call them dealers.
And we stream it on the television, so and play that way.
Yep.
And it's one of those things where they should be part of Screen Actors Guild.
Well, first of all, they're part of a union anyway by being dealers.
By being dealers, yeah.
So whether or not they want to take the extra step and get a SAG card is a whole other issue.
Right.
So. The fact that you're using a stage name too.
Yeah.
That actually kind of qualifies you to be an actor if you think about it, especially, reality stars have SAG cards.
Yeah,
they're part of the SAG union. So that's something that may be down the road for some of these dealers.
I love
or hosts.
What MGM Grand is doing.
Yeah.
I think a lot more casinos should be doing this. I think it's a great way to
look into doing this.
Yeah, I mean, we're hearing stories. There are certain casinos in Las Vegas that are getting rid of their table game dealers, and I guess they're going with electronic. I love that MGM Grand is actually creating jobs and creating and
keeping dealers,
keeping
actual live living dealers.
Yeah. So hey,
good job, MGM
Good
Resorts.
for them.
Yes.
More from Live from Vegas. I love that whole idea. I wish other places did it too. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
It's finally here, and we're so excited to show you this brand new addition to the Crimpit family, the Crimpit Wrap. Start enjoying wraps like you've never seen them before. No more contents falling out while you eat. Create these perfectly sealed, beautiful parcels and then heat them in your air fryer, oven, grill, pan fry, or even enjoy them cold. You can make burritos, calzones, enchiladas, pasties. The list is endless. You're only limited by your imagination. Simply place a wrap in the Crimpit device, add your ingredients, microwave for 20 seconds, fold it over, and crimp your snack into a perfectly sealed bundle of joy. Then it's time to heat it up any way you like. There you have it, a delicious snack like you've never seen before.
Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024, the Audion Atom 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Atom 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Atom Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation, and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-457-0924 or go to audionhearing.com to get your pair of Audion hearing aids starting at just $189.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Everybody is to leave here immediately. This cafe is closed until further notice. Clear the room at once.
How can you close me up? On what ground?
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
You're winning, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Everybody out at once.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
Here we are on our first exit onto the trip down the Turnpike, and what do we have here? We have another day, another college sports betting scandal.
Oh, okay.
Or I don't want to call it a scandal. It's a college basketball sports betting investigation.
All right.
That's a better way to put it, I think.
Okay.
And this is stemming from an ESPN report. David Purdom, by the way, one of the best in the business.
Absolutely.
According to ESPN's report, there was a small group of gamblers repeatedly making successful bets against the same small conference college basketball teams last year.
Huh, okay.
And first of all, successful bets. That's a good thing, I think.
I guess.
If you look at it that way. But the way they were doing it raised flags here.
All right.
And it's kind of interesting that we just talked about how in pro baseball we had the issue with the micro betting with the first inning pitch or the first pitch ball strike, that sort of thing. We now have a gambling ring. Anyway, we have a gambling ring that
an alleged gambling ring.
Well, obviously they know who these are because they've been watching this for a while.
Well, they don't know it's a gambling ring, but yeah, for the time being, I guess they're alleged.
They're calling it a gambling ring because it's a group of people. How else do you phrase that?
Now, what's going on with this group of people? Are they in contact with athletes, officials, league official? I don't even know.
This is where I'm running into issues with what they're saying here about this because it's the documents that ESPN got showed members of the gambling ring made suspicious wagers, which were flagged by 9 sports books in 13 states and 1 Canadian province.
Okay.
On at least 11 games between December 1st of last year, 2024, through mid-January of 2025.
Okay.
Now, that behavior was also picked up by IC360.
Okay.
One of the best in the business
absolutely.
too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they noticed the group was continually winning large money wagers betting against the same teams.
Okay.
See, that right there, if you just take that in a vacuum.
Okay.
I mean, this could just be a lucky streak.
Sure. They're on a heater, I guess I'm assuming that's what they're claiming or what they're saying or whatever.
What the sports books and also IC3 detected.
IC360.
And this is IC360.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say?
IC3.
IC3.
It's an offshoot of
yes.
IC360.
But IC360 and the sports books, they looked into the transaction histories once they started getting this suspicious activity, which shows this system is actually really, really working well.
Yeah, absolutely. Detecting suspicious bets and things like that.
It showed that the bettors in question would either create new accounts or like reactivate old ones, inactive ones.
All right.
And place these large wagers on first half spreads.
All right.
They noticed also these same accounts, not the same bettors technically, but the same accounts were doing this in the 2023-2024 college basketball season as well.
Okay.
So there's like 2 years of activity showing a similar pattern of suspicious activity.
Well, it's suspicious. I guess there's an investigation ongoing. I'm curious to see why they felt they need to do these different accounts and why reactivate certain accounts or what was going on. There's so you're telling me this stuff, and there's so many questions I'm having. I mean, was there contact between this ring and the colleges? I mean, why were they having to bet in this certain way? I mean, there's got to be more. I'm sure if there's an investigation, I'm sure there's going to be more coming out soon. And I'm curious, where were you mentioned Canada too? There's some in the U.S. and some in Canada. Is that what you're saying?
9 sports books in 13 states in the U.S. and 1 Canadian
and
province.
They all detected suspicious activity.
They actually detected this suspicious activity.
Okay.
Now, there's even more to go into here. We have I guess they're still called touts. Guy sells his picks online.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's involved in this.
Okay.
He's denied any wrongdoing, and they're still investigating that. But the several of the accounts that were making these bets were linked to the main suspect, who is this tout.
Oh, okay. See, I'm trying to find out, the whole connection with everyone, and if they're connected to the actual teams or players or officials or what.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
5 of the 6 schools that were involved in these games in question were already part of an NCAA investigation.
Oh, okay.
13 former players were participating in gambling schemes on some of these.
I think this is going to be a continuing story.
Thing, yeah.
I think this is going to be a continuing story because, I think more and more information is going to come out. And by the way, the more people are involved, chances are someone's going to talk.
Yeah.
Someone's going to be offered a deal, or someone's going to get scared and say something, or say, hey, I wasn't involved, or I didn't do this, it was them, and stuff like that. So this is going to get very, very interesting, I think.
And, they listed some of the schools here.
And by the way, can I reiterate, every time I see these suspicious bets stories and these these micro bets that turn into investigations.
I don't know if this qualifies as a micro bet.
Well, no, I mean the baseball one. You mentioned the baseball one. And I said it last when we talked about that story, and I'm going to say it again. The technology and the methods of detection are so good nowadays. It is certainly not worth even trying something that could be considered suspicious. I mean, this story is very interesting because I'm curious to see where this goes and how deep it goes and how is everything connected and things like that. So, but it's one of those things where, look, we always talk about IC360 and the incredible job they do. They have incredible methods, incredible technology to find these suspicious bets. So I don't know why people are still trying to do this. I mean, some of these bettors are just, I am a lot smarter than this person, or I can outsmart. No, you can't. I mean, you're going to be found out.
Well, here's one issue I have.
And especially if you're betting with other people and stuff like that, someone's going to screw up and make a mistake and get caught.
Here was one of the mistakes. I'm going to tell you about it right now. Now, the teams, again, not big-time teams. Temple's a big-time team. That's one of the ones that was part of the betting pattern. Mm-hmm. But the first bet, then the first report of suspicious activity came between a game between Stony Brook and Norfolk State.
All right.
Not many eyes on that game, probably on a national level, except for betting purposes.
I bet the thought was if there was something underhanded
it's
going
a great
on,
idea.
I don't know if there was it's one of those games that are under the radar.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not going to be recorded on.
I will say this: it's a creative way to try and skirt the system.
But then again, these detection devices, they do all schools,
and also, if this gambling ring is that creative in doing this, don't help out the books and the monitors because they have one account, 9 $300 bets on Norfolk State to cover the first half spread. Right there, 9 bets. $300 bets, 9 $300 bets on the same team on the same spread
in the same account
from the same account,
wow,
which was relatively dormant until they made these bets. Mm-hmm. So, if you're going to be this creative in creating the scheme, show some restraint and don't make it look that bad.
But let me put it this way: there's nothing wrong or illegal on its face doing that, but it is suspicious.
That's why it's suspicious activity. That's what's
that's
flagged.
what I'm saying. That's
yeah. I mean, dumb bettors doing these schemes is what you rely on to make these, to make the integrity issues even more prevalent because bettors, as smart as they think they are, there are some dumb guys out there that do stupid things like this.
Can I tell you about online? There's this feeling of you're protected because you're behind a computer. Yeah. Same thing with social media. You say stupid things because you get this courage because you're not face to face with someone, and you do this online, and you don't think of the ramifications of it. So
or you think there are no ramifications.
It's that kind of thing I think going on.
Yeah.
No one bet 9 times walking up to a window.
No,
no one does that.
No, but still, and also you don't activate an account, do 9 bets, and then move on to something else or go back to dormant.
Again, it may not be illegal on its face right now. As far as we know right now, they're investigating it, but it is suspicious.
Yeah.
It raises eyebrows.
And also the 9 times on the same bet.
Again, it raises eyebrows.
Yeah. Stupid people doing stupid things thinking they're being smart. That's what this is all starting.
Can I say I'm not in the detection business kind of thing, but even to me, that sounds kind of suspicious. Yeah. So, if it seems suspicious to me, obviously people who are trained in discovering these things or detecting this activity would probably have their ears up as well.
Oh, yeah.
So. Probably even more so.
But this is going to be ongoing for a while.
Sure. I mean, see, this is fascinating to me because it's one of those things. Well, first of all, I love the how they detect these things and what they look at and the technology they use. And again, IC360 is one of the best in the business. So I'm always fascinated to see what they're doing. But it's one of those stories where you keep getting more information and you say, well, why would they do that? Yeah. And why would this do that? And why would they even try something?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, and it's good that we're talking about this too, because if someone out there thinking, hey, have a bright idea, let me do, 20 bets on an account at the same, I'll do 20 $50 bets. That won't detect anything. Yeah, that's suspicious as hell. So they'll find you out. Yeah. And if you do something strange or something out of the ordinary, it's, they're going to find you.
These are under constant supervision.
Absolutely.
Don't think you're sneaking anything by. This is the bottom line.
It boggles stupid. My mind. Maybe I talk to a lot of the people or I interview a lot of the people and I hear about the systems they have in place or the technology they have in place. And it's mind-boggling to me that people are still trying to buck the system and do this weird kind of stuff.
It'll be fun to see where this goes.
Yeah.
I always like this stuff. This is more interesting than a lot of other aspects of the industry.
I think it's fascinating, yeah. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
Sign up at jackpot.com and you can bet on the world's best lotteries where the biggest jackpots are up for grabs. Powerball, Mega Millions, some of the biggest lotteries can be found at jackpot.com. Simply choose your lotto game, pick your numbers, or use their quick pick feature, and you're done. Sign up at jackpot.com with code DRAW24 and get a free lottery ticket with your first deposit. Jackpot.com, it's the world of lotto in your hand.
Terms and conditions apply. You must be at least 18 years old and in the United States to play. Void where prohibited. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In a moment of need, every second counts. So first responders, delivery drivers, and visitors can find your home fast, even in the dark. This is about more than just a number. It's about safety, visibility, and peace of mind. We created a house number that is not only a beacon of safety, but also a work of art. Crafted from durable stainless steel and waterproof acrylic, with efficient, low-voltage LED backlighting, it's uniquely yours. Choose from 6 sizes, 4 fonts, and 6 colors, and match your home's mood with bright, neutral, or warm white halo lighting. Add dusk to dawn, dimming and timing controls for complete command.
Every order includes free worldwide shipping, plus a 2-year warranty on lighted numbers and all powering accessories.
This is the ultimate home upgrade. A perfect blend of style, quality, and function.
Buy yours today.
You're listening to House of Cards.
Your Majesty, the royal wrestlers await.
I'll bet on the little guy. How much? 3,000 guineas, 2 geese, and a duck. That's a foul bet.
Welcome back to House of Cards. Dave Weischadle with you. For those of you just joining us, I am talking with House of Cards executive producer Doug Weischadle, talking about some of the biggest gaming and casino news stories of the month.
We're going to be talking NCAA sports and sports betting.
Okay.
The NCAA has been in the news a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of different things happened at the same time. I can't say they're related, but you can actually draw a little comparison between what was going on in 2 different areas that the NCAA was handling with regards to sports betting. The first one was a brand new study just recently released by the NCAA on online harassment.
Oh, okay. That's an important issue. So
it's a very important issue. According to the new study, this just came out after the most recent edition of March Madness. I don't know if I can say March Madness because that's a trademark, but whatever.
So it came out...
The NCAA basketball championships.
Okay, all right, yeah. I'm trying to think of what month we're talking about.
Yes.
Probably late April, I would think.
Well, that's when the report came out.
When
but
it
they
came
were,
out?
Yeah,
okay, when it came out.
But they were looking at the NCAA reported that sports betting-related abuse declined 23% overall and 66% for women year over year from the previous post-March Madness study.
Interesting. Okay.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, the online harassment's still there.
Yeah, sure. There's always jerks out there that do this stuff.
The study found that sports betting-related messages and match-fixing allegations consisted of about 11% of about 4,000 harmful messages sent to student athletes.
Did they give any reason why these numbers are the way they are? Is it better technology? Is it better tracking? Is there better programs? Is there anything... The reason why they said this could be, the reason for these numbers that came out?
You mean the decreasing?
Yeah. Why is it decreasing?
You got to remember last year was the first year they started instituting those, I don't want to call them shadow firms, but groups that actually monitor and police the harassment.
Okay, so they are having an effect.
It looks like they are having an effect. I'm glad to
see they're having an effect because it's certainly a lot of people have been talking about it and hopefully bringing up the issue has done some good in that area. And I guess these numbers would kind of indicate. I don't want to jump to conclusions because they're numbers out of they're a snapshot of the entire issue. But I mean, certainly the numbers are going in the right direction. And I'm just curious, what was the major factor of these numbers? So.
They really didn't point to one major factor. I think the policing helped a little bit.
Absolutely.
I think the educational programs helped a bunch with the NCAA, teaching how the student athletes how to handle with the betting and everything else. And also, as soon as something like this happens now, the athletes or student athletes will report it.
Good.
Which is where
there
that never happened before.
There are a lot of new programs, a lot of new reporting programs, and it's good to see them taking effect. And I hope these numbers. Anytime I see a survey or a study, I kind of look at the next survey down the road to see if this was just a snapshot in time, and it changes over the course of a season or a couple of years, and I'm hopefully these numbers continue to be what they are.
Well, it's nice to see
keep
it going
down.
Yeah,
keep going down. So
and the study did point out the most common forms of abuse were sexual or sexist.
Oh, okay.
In terms of harassment, but when it comes to the betting related harassment, the betting related harassment represented roughly twice as many messages as racial abuse or physical threats.
Mm-hmm.
So betting related harassment is still a major portion of this, and we're focusing on the betting related harassment here. Sure. And that study just came out or is released, just recently, and just around the same time, we're looking at the NCAA Division I Administrative Committee approving a proposal that will allow student athletes and athletic department employees to bet on professional sports.
Okay.
They still can't do the collegiate sports, but they are considering this proposal. They approved it for the NCAA Division I. They still have to wait for Division II and Division III to approve it, but they are now looking at allowing college athletes to bet on pro sports, as well as at the staff too. Yeah, well,
it's one of those things. It's policy versus a law. So a policy is you shouldn't bet on whatever, but you got to realize, when we say student athletes, some of these I don't want to call kids because they're not kids. They're 21 years old or 22 years old. Yep. Some of these red shirt guys in football are playing college football for 7 years, but it's one of those things where if you go to a school in a state that allows betting at 18, which is a little strange. So it's one of those things you have to line up the law and the policy and see what makes sense.
Well, the other aspect of this is with that total ban on betting for student athletes and administrative people into schools, you actually still encourage the illegal bookmaking operations. The campus bookie.
Yeah, I know.
The campus bookie is going to be affected more by this than anything else.
See, that's that balancing act. I mean, certainly you don't want widespread betting from student athletes, but you want to treat them like adults. You want to give them the room that adults should have to make their own decisions. But then you don't want to push them to, if they want to gamble, which is a legal activity, you don't want to push them to illegal methods or unregulated methods, something like that. So,
well, that's where this is coming into play because, again, the campus bookie is one thing. Number two, if someone has a gambling problem, the fact that they are allowing this, they're going to put programs into place to help create healthy habits around betting. So putting a spotlight on the pro sports betting for college athletes allows them to actually come forward a little bit easier.
Sure.
Because right now they could lose everything if they're betting betting against this policy.
Yeah. So I know it's an interesting balancing act. I mean, we call them student. I mean, we refer to them sometimes as kids playing, but they're not. Look, if you can vote and you can serve your country at 18, you should be able to enjoy all the benefits of this country. And if you feel gambling is a benefit, I mean, you should be able to enjoy that if it's legal and it's not against policy. So there's that balancing act that the NCAA has to really. The policy of the NCAA, policymakers of the NCAA have a very, very difficult job.
Yeah.
Very difficult job, I think.
Well, going to your balancing act statement, you have the statement that was put out in the release. The change allows the NCAA conferences and member schools to focus on protecting the integrity of college games, while at the same time encouraging healthy habits for student athletes who choose to engage in betting activities on professional sports. There is that balancing act.
No,
it's perfectly phrased, by the way.
Oh, sure. I don't know who. I guess this was an official
This was off the NCAA.
It
was one of the universities. I'm not going to say who it was, but if you find the release, you can see who it was. It was an athletic director of one of the universities that came out and said that.
Yeah.
And it was an actually perfect encapsulation of the balancing act.
I mean, they're students, and 99.9% of them are legal adults. So, you kind of have to treat them like legal adults.
But like I said, right now, the ban is still in place on all betting on sports for both student athletes and athletic directors and AD staff, athletic director staff. But if Division II and Division III do approve it, and by the time this airs, we'll know.
Well, I'm assuming
this will be in effect. This change will go into effect November 1st.
Well, certainly the NCAA can change policies. I'm wondering if the individual schools and the individual athletic programs can keep the policy that's right now that they can't bet. So I'm wondering how that works.
That's interesting. That's an interesting point, because no one mentioned whether or not schools can go with the continued way they're doing it now.
So,
if this
it could
changes.
be an NCAA policy. I'm assuming schools can have a stricter policy, or I don't know. I don't know how that works or the dynamics of that.
Yeah, I guess that's another aspect of this change in the policy here. So again, we won't know until this is implemented. I think you won't know anything if this gets implemented. Then that question comes into play.
Yeah,
can another school maintain what they're doing prior to this change in policy, or is this going to be NCAA wide and you have to obey this?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Stick around. We'll be right back with more House of Cards.
Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024, the Audien Adam 2 series offers superior sound quality and functionality for a fraction of the price. For just $189 a pair, the Adam 2 features 4 different hearing modes for all types of hearing loss. It packs crystal clear sound, a nearly invisible design, and is even rechargeable.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids. They're so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing them. And the sound is amazing.
The Adam Pro 2 is our smallest hearing aid yet, featuring advanced background noise cancellation, and is the world's first hearing aid with built-in UV cleaning that kills 99% of bacteria.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed without seeing a doctor or having a hearing test.
Join over 500,000 happy customers today and get the hearing you deserve.
Call 1-800-457-0924 or go to audienhearing.com to get your pair of Audien hearing aids starting at just $189.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. At Private Healthcare, we provide the peace of mind you deserve. With Private Healthcare, you'll get the coverage you want and healthcare you need. If your employer doesn't supply healthcare coverage and you don't qualify for Medicare or Medicaid, you need to give us a call right now. Private Healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. When life comes at you unexpectedly, you need to be ready. And health insurance is your financial safety net. Health insurance has never been so easy and affordable. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-733-6860. 800-733-6860.
It's a casino. People gotta win sometimes.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a giant, colorful check to deposit.
Welcome to another edition of Beating the House. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're going to be crisscrossing the country, sometimes the continent, sometimes even the world, talking about the latest jackpots in the casino and lottery industries. If it's $100,000 or more, we will be talking about on this show press releases, game announcements, jackpot announcements, info@turnpikesportsradio.com. This week we conclude our spooky season.
Yes.
By the way, I still hate calling it that, spooky season.
Well, it's like a hashtag that everyone's using.
Yes.
By the way, I'm wearing my Halloween sweatshirt from, I don't know if you can even see it.
You can see it.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
Look
yep.
at that. That's fun.
The pumpkin blaze from Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy Hollow, yeah.
By the way, when you said that's a hashtag spooky season,
is it?
There's several hashtags.
Okay.
Some of them don't even spell out the word season. They do SZN.
Okay.
Season.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't understand it myself either. But anyway, here we are, Halloween. We've been doing Halloween games for both the online lotteries and the online casinos throughout this entire month. And here we have our final entries.
So before you do your last Halloween one, does that mean you're going to do Thanksgiving for the next couple of weeks? Thanksgiving online games for the next couple of weeks? Or are we just drifting right into Christmas? I'm seeing a lot of Christmas TV commercials, so are we just drifting right into Christmas with these games?
I will do my best to put together a Thanksgiving collection.
Is there Thanksgiving?
There
games?
are Thanksgiving. There's actually a game called Thanksgiving out there.
Oh.
There's also other different themes that are associated with the pilgrims and turkeys.
Right. I look forward to some Thanksgiving games.
I'm going to look around.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But here we have.
But here's the last week of Halloween games.
But as you have mentioned in the past, Christmas, Halloween, you have 4th of July sneaking up on a lot of people. There's a lot of games for there, and then St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day is huge. A lot of pots of gold, a lot of leprechauns, a lot of shamrocks. So
Lucky.
Yeah.
Luck of the Irish.
There you go.
There's actually a game called Luck of the Irish.
Okay.
So,
there you go.
But again, Halloween's right up there with those other big holidays that use a lot of online slots. Again, some places, online casinos, have areas on their website called spooky slots. They have Halloween. They have haunted reels.
Okay.
Stuff like that. All different types of different designations for their collection of slot machines dedicated to Halloween.
If you want to play some Halloween slot machines and online games, get on it right now.
Yes, you can. They've launched them all. Everyone's got it going full bore.
Okay.
And here we are in our last segment here. We have Halloween the next day here. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to Caesar's Palace Online for the last online slot game.
Okay.
Caesar's Palace Online is one of Caesar's digital entities. This game is actually on all of them. Caesar's Palace Online Casino, Caesar's Sportsbook and Casino, and Horseshoe Online Casino.
So if you have a Caesar's Online in your jurisdiction, chances are this next game will be there. Okay.
And for this game, we're going out to Transylvania.
Oh, I guess.
For Dracula's Castle.
It's called Dracula's Castle?
For a game called Dracula Unleashed.
Dracula Unleashed. Okay.
Very, very cool game.
All right.
I've been playing this since it was released, and it's a Gothic-themed online slot machine.
Well, I guess it has to do with Dracula, right?
It puts people into Dracula's castle. You have really interesting pictures of Dracula that pop up. You've got countdown wilds. You got mystery coffin symbols.
Okay.
Some are Dracula's coffins, some are not.
Okay.
And expanding Dracula wilds. As a matter of fact, when you get a Dracula that's a wild, what it does is expands across all the different reels vertically, so that it makes a wild horizontally for everything.
All right.
We're seeing a lot of that in a lot of the games, but it's a really cool feature to see when you got it playing with the music that's in on this.
I was going to say, I'm assuming it has some pretty good music.
Very good music, very good music. And the bonus games are fun to play. You got free spins. There's even a couple areas that, and I don't want to give this away, but there are areas that get triggered during the game that unlock secret prizes.
Okay.
So really, it's kind of got some really good bells and whistles to this.
Yeah, sounds
but
good.
Really cool game, spine-tingling slot experience is how it's pitched to everybody. But if you love Dracula, if you love horror, you love supernatural themes, this is a great game to play.
Okay, sounds good.
Last game for the holiday, we've got the Michigan Lottery putting out Parlor of Prizes.
Okay.
Now, this is a Haunted Mansion treasure hunt. The game takes you through a It's an online, I can't say it's a slot. It's an online instant game
Okay.
at the Michigan Lottery. By the way, Radio 10 is our promo code. You get 10 free games of Queen of Diamonds instant game there, in addition to the special sign-up offer that you get when you use Radio 10.
Nice. Okay.
You've got wild symbols here. Basically, it's a fast-moving game. Good music here, good graphics. You got 10 extra reveals that happen during some of the bonus games, which increase the prizes. By the way, the top prize on this game is $150,000.
Wow. Okay.
That's great for a slot machine.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of the odd symbols on this, and I have to say I was really surprised at this symbol that was included. This is a haunted mansion. You need a haunted mailbox.
A haunted mailbox.
So the
okay.
bonus features feature mailbox symbols.
All right.
And what they do is you open up the mailboxes on the bonus games, and they have different prizes attached to them. There's also one where it's called the Win All feature, where you open up the mailbox, and anything that's on the screen, you win.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So very cool. That's where the $150,000 top prize
So
comes
what's the
into
name
play.
of this game again?
Parlor of Prizes.
Parlor of Prizes.
Yes.
Okay.
Brave this haunted mansion to uncover what riches lie within the parlor.
Oh, okay. All right.
So Michigan Lottery, great game, fun to play. That's it for the Halloween games this season.
All right.
I'll try to be back with some Thanksgiving games to get that ball rolling.
I didn't even know there were Thanksgiving.
There are
games,
Thanksgiving
so.
games.
All right. Okay.
And actually, maybe I'll mix in some autumn games.
Okay.
Because that may be a good way to do it.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know there were autumn games.
Well, some of the
I guess what, raking leaves? Is that what some of these slot games are doing?
There's one game, I think, Spectacular Seasons, which takes
Okay.
place in fall.
All right.
You know, there's a
Okay.
whole bunch of other games
All
like
right.
that. So
Okay.
I'll make a combination of fall and Thanksgiving.
Okay. Okay.
That's it for the games. We'll be right back with our casino jackpots.
In a moment of need, every second counts. So first responders, delivery drivers, and visitors can find your home fast, even in the dark. This is about more than just a number. It's about safety, visibility, and peace of mind. We created a house number that is not only a beacon of safety, but also a work of art. Crafted from durable stainless steel and waterproof acrylic, with efficient, low-voltage LED backlighting, it's uniquely yours. Choose from 6 sizes, 4 fonts, and 6 colors, and match your home's mood with bright, neutral, or warm white halo lighting. Add dusk to dawn, dimming and timing controls for complete command.
Every order includes free worldwide shipping, plus a 2-year warranty on lighted numbers and all powering accessories.
This is the ultimate home upgrade. A perfect blend of style, quality, and function.
Buy yours today.
Auto Accident Help Desk.
Welcome to Auto Accident Help Desk. We're a free service and we're open 24/7. If you or someone you know has been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk right now for a free consultation. At the help desk is my colleague, Justin. Tell us more about the callers.
Leah, thanks for having me. We're getting calls for truck, motorcycle, and most of all, car accidents. If you or someone you know was injured in an accident and were not at fault, give us a call right now. You'll speak with a live professional who will answer your questions and explain how much your case may be worth.
Folks, don't worry about your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. Call Auto Accident Help Desk right now.
Call 800-756-7070. 800-756-7070. 800-756-7070.
Auto Accident Help Desk.
Welcome back, Beating the House. Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We just did our game releases, game announcement section. Here we are in the Casino Jackpots segment, and we're going to start off the Casino Jackpots heading out to Nevada.
All right.
We haven't done a Venetian Las Vegas jackpot in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
They've been quiet.
Okay.
Well, they are quiet no longer because we have a Buffalo Power Pay jackpot.
Power Pay.
Power Pay. I always want to say Power Play, but it's Buffalo Power Pay by Aristocrat Gaming.
All right.
High limit slot.
All right.
The guest who was playing wish to remain anonymous, so I don't even know where they're from. They won the wheel bonus. Which triggered a whole bunch of stuff, and from their $11.25 bet,
interesting,
won $2,268,757.41.
Wow, that's great.
That was the Power Grand Progressive Jackpot on the Buffalo Power Pay.
Wow.
A lot of power in this one.
I like the size of that bet because
it's an odd bet.
Well, it was probably like,
what's left on his card,
or there are different lines, so it might like that kind of makes the bet kind of weird. But $11.25, and that was the high limit slot room.
Yep.
See, I was surprised sometimes when people go to a high limit slot room, they pay like $100 a spin or more than that.
Well,
but
$11.25,
that was great. That's
I've been noticing high limit slot, that definition is changing a bit too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
so many casinos they want that room.
Yeah.
They love that room. They're setting aside.
Well,
space
they want this. They want this PR more than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, they want a high limit slot area. So that's important for casinos nowadays. But
yep,
that's a great bet. $11.25, and you win $2.2 million.
Yep,
that's great.
We're leaving Nevada, and we are going to be crisscrossing the country. We're heading to Florida.
Oh, okay.
Hollywood, Florida, as a matter of fact, for the Seminole Classic Casino.
All right.
We've got a pair of jackpots in one day that totaled over $475,000.
Nice. All right.
Starting at 10 a.m.
Okay.
We've got a player playing, and I've never seen this game before, and I got to look it up, Ainsworth's Snake Oriental Fortune slot machine.
Wow, okay.
$25 bet.
All right.
Kicked out a $262,872 jackpot.
So Ainsworth
is a manufacturer.
Snake Oriental Fortune slot. Okay.
Snake Oriental Fortune.
Okay.
That's the name of the slot.
Right.
As a matter of fact,
okay.
I have to go on with some of these online casinos. I know for a fact 2 of them have an Ainsworth section.
Okay.
So that I have to go see if I have it locally here so I can take a look at this thing.
Okay.
Later in the afternoon, 4:30 p.m., same day, we have an Aristocrat Dragon Link slot machine.
Okay.
Classic machine.
They're money machines. So.
$50 bet. $212,778.21. So
Nice.
$475,000 kicked out on the same day.
That's Big Dane's Seminole Classic.
Seminole Classic Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Going up 95, we're going back to Jersey here.
All right.
We got Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Lang City again.
Wow, it's been like
third week in a row.
Third week in a row. 3 weeks in a row.
Yes.
Okay.
But I've never played this game before.
All right.
Double top dollar slot machine.
Double top dollar. Again, that might be one of those machines that you know it when you see it. When you're walking
maybe
on
a classic 3-reeler
gaming
kind of
floor,
thing.
you know.
But this is from IGT, so usually these double top dollar, they're going to pay out pretty good here. We've got a $200 bet on the double top dollar, kicking out $160,000.
Nice.
And this was a visitor from Naples, Florida. So we just left Florida. We went up to Jersey to get a guy from Florida, winning $160,000.
You know, I won a jackpot. I'm calling it a jackpot at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. I won enough to purchase a pizza with it, and I did.
There you go.
There you go. I got it. And by the way, they're not real cheap down pizzas in Atlantic City or in the casinos, but made me happy. I whenever you can buy beer and pizza with your winnings from a casino, I'm happy. So
now we're leaving Jersey.
It pays for your trip.
Yes.
It pays for your trip.
We're leaving Jersey and the pizza place.
Yeah.
To go back out to Nevada. We've
All
got
right.
the Flamingo Las Vegas. There's another one we haven't talked about too often lately.
It's a classic casino.
It's a great place.
Yeah.
We've got a Caesars Reward member coming from Saskatchewan, Canada, to the Flamingo to play some poker.
Good.
He played for about 35 minutes, according to the Caesars press release. Hit the jackpot on a 5-card straight flush.
Wow.
And it was a progressive jackpot, so there was a side bet involved in here. $150,158 playing poker.
Okay, this was a table game, right? This wasn't in the poker room, right? So when you say progressive bet, I guess it's
there's a side bet to it.
Yeah,
so it's a table game.
Yeah,
more
it's a
so
table
than
game.
it becomes a table game.
It wasn't
when you do
a
side bet
poker room thing. So,
right.
Okay.
And we're leaving Nevada now for our final casino jackpot of the week, and we're going to what's becoming a mainstay in this program. Going over to California for Thunder Valley
Wow.
Casino Resort.
They're like Hard Rock. They're like the California
kicking 'em
Hard
out.
Rock, where it's just like, what is it, 3 weeks in a row?
Just kicking them out.
3 or 4 weeks or something like that.
We're hitting 4 weeks with them right now.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So we have another Dragon Link, Happy and Prosperous.
Okay.
Which
I've
has
heard of
made,
that.
Which
I've
has
heard of
made
that.
the patron very happy and prosperous.
Yep.
No word on the bet size, though. We have a Dragon Link Happy and Prosperous slot machine in the early hours of October 4.
Okay.
Kicking out.
It's our dad's birthday.
Yes.
So there you go.
Somebody won
October
big
4th,
on
yeah.
Dad's birthday there. $114,330.28.
Oh, wow.
Requested to remain anonymous, though.
Okay.
So we have another Thunder Valley jackpot.
Okay.
Might as well just call this the Thunder Valley
Yeah,
jackpot.
Thunder Valley Jackpot.
That's it for this week's Beat in the House. Congratulations to the winners we talked about. We only do $100,000 on this show, so congratulations to everybody out there. There's a lot of winners, both casino and lottery jackpots. So congratulations to everyone out there over the past week that's won a jackpot. And as always, game announcements, jackpot announcements, press releases, info@turnpikesportsradio.com. I'll be back next week with another collection of jackpots.
Well, that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time with House of Cards.
Drag a spiraling chain across the desert plain. You build a house of cards.